But also, we got a huge just announcement about what we're gonna be doing, I think, in September 4th. And check this out. How many miles we got on this thing? 300. Dude, it sounds crazy. It does. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the new Goon Squad garage, and as you guys seen in the previous video, we were making some major progress on this Porsche 911 Turbo right here. Basically, the framework is already complete. There's no more pulling that's required. All we got to do is just a bunch of cutting and a bunch of just fusing together of the quarter panels and a few other things here and there, which I think we're going to continue with that today because V-Tuned is back out here. He is, oh, there he is right there. He's checking out the Mustang, and I think we're going to start off this video a little bit different. We're not just going to dive right into work. We're going to have some fun, man. You know, guys, we always record us just like doing stuff and just like building stuff, fixing stuff. And V-Tune has been just working hard the past couple of days, man. Just going like extremely ham and getting this stuff done. But today, you know what? We're going to just take it easy for a little bit.
Have a little bit of fun, you know?
Have a little bit of fun before we continue. And I remember the very first major frame job that V-Tune did on YouTube was this Mustang right here, which is still alive and well. It just maybe needs a little bit of love. And you never actually got to test drive it. Most of the time, once we do a framework job, you end up test driving the stuff. So this one, you did.
Pretty much drove all the cars except this one.
Wow, and this was like the one that really like changed the channel up, and we got into the muscle car thing. So this is crazy right here. So I think what we're gonna do right now is probably drop this sucker down, maybe give it a quick little wash, and we're gonna put you in the driver's seat, not the passenger.
We probably gotta do a little bit of TLC. I think we gotta check the fluids. This thing has been sitting forever, you know what I mean? And get this thing going, dude.
That is right, and then you were wanting to drive the boat, man. We're gonna let you drive whatever you want, man.
Hey, which boat do you want to drive? This one or that one, dude?
That one right there, dude. I think we're just gonna have a little bit of fun before we get straight to work. So I say we go ahead and drop this sucker down. It's for the freedom of America, baby.
We had to warm this puppy up, dude.
Now it's your turn, Ben.
I can't. My Subaru's all-wheel drive.
You can do it in this.
I'm a little scared about that.
Dude, that right there was sick, man.
Dude, I was like, where's the smoke at? That thing doesn't make that much smoke in here.
Yeah, the little concrete. I know we had to sacrifice it. We were thinking about it. We were debating it. V-Tuned. He was on board with it.
He's the one that made it happen.
He didn't even do anything.
He said he would scrape this off later, so it took a chunk off right there. Probably got some off.
Wow.
No, I think it's because those tires, they're not as sticky as they used to be.
Yeah, that's true. Those are sticky on like different types of asphalt.
Because the car's been sitting for a while, you know?
That's
so
true.
They hardened up a little bit. Because, I mean, he was doing a burnout for like 30 seconds, no smoke.
No smoke. That was crazy. Did any residue get on this boat right here? If it did, it's fine. It deserves it.
It'll wash off in the water, dude. It'll wash off in the water.
Dude, that was awesome right there.
I wonder how much smoke that thing's pushing out right now,
yeah, let's
dude.
hop on that side, take a look at it, see what's going on there. And I think then V-Tune will probably take it for a spin.
Yes,
that gets your heart racing just watching it. You know
awesome.
what I mean?
All them bald eagles screaming.
Barbecuing some fresh rubber. Not too bad. It's not like that oil smoke that we had coming out that Porsche.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Smells like a good old barbecue, like you said, man.
Dude, it sounds crazy.
It does.
What if I was able to actually like land on the road, I would have just kept going, dude.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? Out of the garage.
You should have done it.
It kind of
spun
like
out too much.
It spun out too much because I was like, I didn't want to go sideways in the garage door. But we'll learn that here soon. We'll cut it completely around the whole block.
That's the only downside to this hood right here is you can't really see that. But I mean, it looks good from the outside.
You see what it's doing? It's like bogging down.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it has all the power.
I think, yeah, and we never did a dyno tune, which they really wanted us to put this sucker on the dyno, so it's got a real basic tune on it right now.
I think it needs to be retuned.
Definitely needs to be professionally
I think
tuned.
it has a fuel cutoff.
There you go.
You just gotta open it up. I mean, it pulls pretty good, but maybe just the seats are a little too comfy.
You can't really feel it.
Yeah.
You sink into the seat when you give gas. It's like a couch seat.
Yeah, look at the little backup camera it's got.
It's high quality.
Oh, wow. It's pretty nice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's better than an Android.
Dang, this thing is pretty quick, but you know what? Like you were saying, it could be a lot faster. Definitely needs a dyno tune and a few other little things here. There probably needs an oil change, supercharger oil change, all that good stuff. I'm gonna give it a good rip under this tunnel right here. Second gear pull or first? Second. You gotta really rev this sucker out, dude, is what you gotta do. Like 6,000 RPMs. I think like 45 RPMs is where it really, 4,500 RPMs is where it really
let
kicks
it build up some boost.
Let it build in. But I know you were just trying to take care of it because you rebuilt it, you cherish it, we cherish it too. But you know what, I think...
Well, I guess it is a little, I just expected a little bit more because I like the actual supercharged cars, they hit boost a lot quicker. And then this is kind of like a different style of supercharger.
Definitely. But you know what, I think it's time for you to buy this thing, man. What do you say?
I offer $20, but
$20, dude, come on. You got to come up at least like 50%, 40. We'll give it to you for a good deal.
I mean, I love the carbon fiber everywhere. Dang, it has every carbon accessory on here.
I mean, you can take this motor and put it in your classic car, classic Mustang, and oh my goodness, supercharged, ready to go. And then you just give us your stock motor. Let's trade your classic car for this car.
What do you guys think?
Guys,
I don't think that's a good deal. My car is a pristine 65 Mustang with a little bit of body work needed.
Yeah, we actually need to finish up our classic car, which that'll be here really soon. I think we just gotta finish up our Porsche.
I mean, that's the thing about classic cars is like you have to build everything custom. You have to build custom stuff. You have to wait on companies to make stuff, and like there's always gonna be a wait on custom stuff.
That's very true. Yeah, so I mean, it's a little bit more difficult than regular cars because you just buy stock parts or aftermarket parts that are already made. But we'll get them done. We'll both go ripping around here soon. But let's go ahead and get back to the shop and get some Porsche stuff done. Dude, something's not right, man. Look at that. Beautifully stacked mattresses. All the garbage is beautifully just
in
packaged
garbage
up
bags.
in garbage bags. There's a dumpster right there. There's a dumpster on the other side of town, or on the other side of the street, and everything is nice and clean around here.
Trash cans are out.
Yeah, literally, look, all the trash are perfectly in a line. Sounds like something scraping on the Mustang. Probably because of you back there.
Yep, that's me lowering the rear end.
Dude, but this is a good sight to see, man. When you're like, when you actually like say something and you try to do something about the community, you know, it gets nice and clean. So I'm very happy about that. Alrighty guys, so it is actually the next day here, and as you guys seen, we kind of just finished up on the Porsche as much as we possibly could with V-tuned. We're about to walk over there, and as for this 370Z, we bagged this sucker all the way down, and you heard that thing just crackling and popping. That's how it's supposed to be right there, and the door won't even open sometimes, I think, once it's fully bagged down. Literally, I think it's sitting on the subframe right now or something.
Oh yeah,
like that.
for sure. Look at that. Popping the fender right there, dude.
Ooh, dude, we definitely got to fix that right there, dude. This 370Z right here, like, a lot of people actually want to purchase this thing, but I don't know. I think we got some bigger plans with it where you definitely want to clean it up, put on that wing, and maybe even take off the bags and put on like a what is
angle kit on there?
Angle kit, and also some coilovers, basically. That way it could actually drift, maybe weld the diff in the back, and this thing will be a well-known, just well-able drift car. You know what I mean?
I mean, right now it's just a pavement princess, dude.
That's right. It just looks good, especially with it all the way down. So you know what? We definitely got some huge plans for that. But let's just walk over here to this Porsche, and we're going to show you guys what happened yesterday. So, of course, we finally got that quarter panel on. It took a little bit of work here and there, popping some stuff off, and it lines up just about perfect. But there is some major things that we got to really look out for before we could actually weld. Look at this, dude. It's pretty bad off right there. Wouldn't you say right there?
Yeah, it's definitely off. Obviously, we got to like trim the bottom and make it sit perfectly right, but we can't start like aligning everything without any more parts, dude.
Exactly. So that's what we're going to do with this Porsche right here, is kind of set it aside. I know we hate doing that, but we ordered everything. We literally got the roof, the hood, the rear bumper, the front bumper, and this is all GT2 RS parts. So those parts are super difficult to get in, but you know what? We actually working with somebody that is going to get it in for us a little bit faster, and them suckers are super expensive. This right here is going to be the most expensive car that we've ever fixed, honestly, dude.
Dude, the most expensive parts in general. We already paid over the price of what we bought this car for, which is just insane, unheard of.
Yep.
But you know what, guys? We're trying to do something epic for you guys, so this is going to probably turn out to be the epicest ever.
Exactly, yeah. Once it's all said and done, it's going to be super epic, but we got something planned that we've never done before that you guys are going to have to wait for. We've been thinking about saying it, but I think we're just going to save it for later.
When it's finished.
When it's finished, and then you guys will understand. But this thing is going to be absolutely out of this world. But you know what? We are just waiting on some parts right now, and they'll be in, I think, in a couple of weeks, maybe even less than 2 weeks. So that'll allow us to get this sucker finished up super fast. So all we really got left to do for this thing is weld everything up, put all the body panels on, line it up, and all that good stuff. And then we just got to put together the interior,
some body work, so spray it in, dude, and we'll be good to go.
It's gonna be super sick. So that's the update on that Porsche right there. Can't wait to have everything in. But also, we got a huge just announcement about what we're gonna be doing, I think, in September 4th. And check this out. That is right, guys. We are going to be officially racing in Cletus McFarland's Bristol 1000, and this is just insane. He's asked us to go to some of the events in the past, but you know what? We just didn't have the time back then, but this time, we're going out there and we're going to win this sucker. I'm telling you, we ain't going out there just to have fun. We're going out there to win, because we're just going to get that first place, dude.
We're going to get a W out there, 100%,
hey, a
dude.
straight up dub. You know what?
Sir.
And actually, I think I'm going to be racing, because it's just going to be one of us. We're going to both go out there to practice, I think, and we're going to just see the whole entire thing. But I think it's just going to be absolutely insane. And you guys might think that I don't drive good because I don't always drive on camera, but off camera, I'm a champ.
Dude,
I'm just straight up.
You're a beast, dude.
I'm a beast, and Cletus actually was kind of debating on whether to let me race or not, because he knows what I can do.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I don't know, man. Should I let you? And I finally convinced him, and you know, it's kind of unfair to all the other drivers because of just the experience.
How good you are,
how good I am. And what I can do out there is just going to be just unbelievable. And I'm just going to, whatever the prize is. I know last time the prize was a Murcielago or something like that. Or was it a Lamborghini?
I think so. LS swap, which is crazy. But you know what? We'll see what the price is this time. But you know what? We'll take it, you know.
Whatever the prize is, we're going to take it home, man. We just going to just park it right here, and we're going to work on it. You know what I mean?
A car, maybe something else. Who knows?
Yeah, dude? Who knows what the prize is? I don't know just yet. But definitely, guys, you guys are going to want to just either come out there to Bristol, Tennessee, or buy the pay-per-view. It's going to be absolutely insane. But that's pretty much it for right now. That's kind of like all we could do at the shop here. I think we're probably going to run to a parent's house, right?
Yeah, we're going to run to their house, and we want to update you guys on what's going on. And also, I think the very next project, while we're putting this car to the side, is going to be our GTM and technically Camaro as well.
Our classic car. I know I don't want to be known for not finishing some builds, and you know, that's kind of the stigma a little bit right now, because we had to set that stuff aside a little bit. But you know what? We're going to finish it, and we're going to prove ourselves.
Yeah, and the GTM is the closest one to being finished, so we may jump on that sucker. I mean, we got a hood right there, and we probably get that thing ready, dude.
That's right. So let's head on over there and just see what's going on. Roughly, what's it gonna take, dude, to get this sucker finished?
Probably another year, dude.
That's what everybody says when they work on custom cars like
Now
this.
I can see why classic cars take so long. Like, you go up down the road, you see classic cars sitting for years, man. It's just, they're difficult, man.
They're a work in progress forever and ever and ever. That's the beauty of these cars.
They never get
dude.
done, dude. They never get done.
But we're just like trying to figure out, like refresh our memories and figure out where we left off, and we know exactly what we need to do next. But
Yeah.
basically, it's just going to be a waiting game as well, just trying to order all these parts.
A waiting game, and also
A research game.
It takes forever to look up parts. You can't just look up parts like a regular car. You can look it up, buy aftermarket part, or buy like the original part. Here, man, you're literally like searching the browser for hours trying to find out what will work for this thing.
Exactly. For example, like say we want wheels for this car, we really need some wheels. Well, you can't just type in 67 Camaro wheels. You got to look at like the offset. You got to look at the specs.
Yeah.
That way it clears your calipers.
Yeah, we got those wheel woods. The minimum we can go is 19 inches. So there's tons of stuff that goes into it, just like with wiring and stuff like that, and like running coolant lines. All that stuff is just, it's a pretty big headache. Like when you sit there and try to look it all up, it takes forever. It'll probably take us a whole week to get a list of parts for this thing.
Definitely,
dude.
but we need to do that, man. This is going to be such a beast car. So this car and the GTM as well, we just fired it up, and all we need for the GTM is some hood hinges.
Yeah.
But we can go ahead and probably start working on the body and getting it done.
Yeah, we got that hood. The hood, we can just go ahead and slap that sucker on, start doing the finishing, the body work on that. These sides are pretty much done. All we got to do is just do like a layer of body filler, finish that up, sand this thing down. We got this thing running. It fires right up, man. We just need to start piecing this thing together, spray some paint on it, and start hitting the road.
But that's going to be a wrap for today's video, guys. We'll see where the next video takes us, but you know what? We always got something epic planned, so definitely be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.